New Sky Energy is a carbon-negative manufacturing company. We capture and convert CO2 into useful products. We have a proprietary capture process that allows us to scrub CO2 out of the air or out of flue gas and turn it into safe, stable solids, things like limestone and baking soda. This is a carbon-negative brick. It contains 2 pounds of CO2 in it. We sequestered it in there permanently. That's enough CO2 to take all of the carbon dioxide out of the air of the average American home. This used to be CO2 in the air above Boulder, Colorado. We put our capture agent out, let it sit there for a period of time, and gradually it just trapped this CO2 and turned it into this material, which is sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. And that's a major commodity chemical. So is limestone, and the other products that we produce are also major chemicals. We produce all of them in either a carbon neutral or a carbon negative fashion. This is potentially a piece of furniture. It uses 90% less wood. It's just a thin veneer of cherry wood and a carbonate-filled plastic on the back. So how do we make these materials? I'll show you here. We have a small reactor, an electrochemical reactor, and we use it to split water, except we're doing that in a completely unconventional way. Instead of just producing hydrogen and oxygen, we're producing hydrogen, oxygen, acid, that's sulfuric acid, and base. Base is an active CO2 trap, but all of these things are major commodity chemicals, and using renewable energy, we produce them in a way that's completely carbon neutral. However, once we take this base, the sodium hydroxide, and expose it to the air, it traps CO2 out of the air. Now, it's been known for a while that you could take base like that and use it to trap CO2. The problem is the conventional way of making base creates nearly a ton of chlorine for every ton of CO2 that you would trap. That's obviously completely unscalable. There's another company in California that's using seawater. They generate hundreds of tons of spent acidic seawater, which they have to dispose of or desalinate or something later. We do it in a way that's completely sustainable. We use waste products like sodium sulfate and CO2 and renewable electricity in, valuable products out. I haven't talked too much about the hydrogen, and it's not really our business model. We're focused on carbon-negative manufacturing of materials like this. But the hydrogen has an interesting story too, in that it becomes a carbon-negative material once you've trapped the CO2 out of the air. So if you envision the future that New Sky does, you could one day be driving in a hydrogen-powered vehicle, wearing clothes made out of the CO2 from the air from somebody else's car, driving on a road that has a lot of that carbonate built into the road, going home to a house that's full of carbon that was once CO2 in the atmosphere. And the farther you drive and the bigger your car, the cleaner the air gets. That's New Sky's vision. We're starting today a big project in California working with our partners, Agwater, New Sky. We're really excited about the future. We think that this is a potentially huge game-changing technology, and we would appreciate your support later today. Thank you.